Well, hello, friends and family. We want to thank you for visiting Jim's in Town Gardens and also Bella's Legacy Rabbitry. I was cleaning out the trays this morning before my wife and I had our church service, and I was thinking, okay, Sundays usually when I do my video recordings for Monday morning on the rabbit updates. I'm thinking, what could I share? I've been really hoping that somebody would, Jim, can you show me how to do this? Or can you show me how to do that? We've done the toenails. We've done sexing. I have shared on the importance of water. Anyways, one of the things, I have a lot of young children. I'm going to say 10 to 12, 13 years old. And their parents are buying them a rabbit. And one of the first things that I show them is how to handle a rabbit. And what I thought, I've got one girl, she's probably my least friendliest doe here. This is one some of you might have remembered, Melania. She's the one with the rings around her eyes. We're not sure exactly of her breed. I was told she was part Californian. She might be. With the rings around her eyes, and thinking maybe she's got some Hoto in her. I don't know. She's an excellent mother. She does not like you being in her cage when she's got a nest box or babies until they hit about the 3-week-old. Then she's okay with it. She's getting at the point she's getting ready to wean them. I'm watching little babies drinking. I just love watching them. So anyways, I thought, this might be a good time to kind of share how you handle a rabbit. A lot of kids, the first thing is they're going to cuddle them like a puppy or cuddle them like a kitten, and rabbits don't like that. It's totally different how you handle a rabbit. So let's see how she's going to do. Sometimes she's good, sometimes she's not so good. Let's see how she's already on the defensive. So let's see how we can do this. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Okay, so a lot of people, when they handle a rabbit, the first thing is they grab them by the neck. That is one of the last things that I try to do. I'm not going to say that I never do it. There's times that I have to. I don't like to. So let's see if I can get her circled around over into this corner. Come on in. That it, girl. Come on, baby. Come on. So what I'm doing, you can't see this part. What I'm doing is I'm kind of dragging her up along. Hopefully you can see this. Easy, sweetie. Easy, baby girl. Easy, baby girl. All right, so what I'm going to try to do, easy, honey, easy, baby. I'm going to hold it like that. Hopefully everybody saw that. Like I said, a lot of people, they'll grab them by the scruff of the neck and pick them up. I'm not going to say that I never do that. There's times that I have to, especially if she is shedding terrible. Especially if you've got an aggressive doe. There's times that you have to. I try very hard not to do that. So while I've got her out, I'm gonna do some brushing with her. So give me just a minute as I fix the camera. Hey, baby girl. Hey. Good girl. She's my good girl. She's my good girl. Okay, hopefully everybody can see what I'm doing here. One of the first things that I do once I sit down, I don't have a stand or a table that I can put them on. I am probably going to build something here right off soon because it'll be handy. What I want to do is build a stand that I can have the two types of grain that I use in 5-gallon pails um, my scale, because I do quite a bit of weighing up. I weigh my does before I breed them just to see where they were from the last time. I also weigh my bucks at the same time. On my grow outs, I weigh them at 4 weeks old, 6 weeks old, and 8 weeks old, just to see how they're doing. Thank you, girl. But so what I usually do is I have them have their back legs right on my lap, front legs right here, and I just brush them. You know, normally I'll start with the head. I use just a little, like a dog or a cat brush. Just brush them, and most of the time they love this. Hey, baby girl. Yay, baby girl. Now with some rabbits, you know, I've got some that I can just sit here, I can talk, and with her, I know quite often if I stop brushing, she's going to nip a little bit. So a lot of times I'll keep my hand right on their head, because I like their head being pet. But I have a little more control. If she tries to go, I can just kind of cover her eyes. So what I do is I, do a good brushing like this, and most rabbits like it. In fact, quite often, if you do this will help loosen up some of that hair. But it's like an itch that's being taken care of, and they love that. I've got some when you get your back scratched, there's some that will do that. Rex will do that. Buster will do that. Sugar does that. Fawn will do that. So, anyways, we'll do that. And then usually what I'll do is I'll sit them here. Now sometimes when they're relaxed enough, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Let me get a racing stripe all brushed out. I've always called that a racing stripe. If they'll settle down enough, I don't know if you saw what I did, but I've got her back legs over my leg. And this way I can just kind of get some of this area brushed. Hey, baby girl. That's a good girl. So, with all my rabbits, I try to do that at least once a week, just a brushing. Of course, my lion heads, I got to do more. All right, so the other thing that I want to do, I just want to check her underside, make sure she's clean down there. She hasn't got any diarrhea or poopies that are sticking, and she is clean. Check her nails. It's getting so that I've been doing this about every 2 weeks. I don't know why, but my rabbits the nails seem to be growing quick lately. Good girl. Like I said, this is probably my least friendly doe. And I'm not sure why. I mean, she gets a lot of love. But she's just been that way ever since we got her. That whole group was unfriendly. Trimming the nails, especially with her, she's got long hair and it always gets right in my way. Now, I don't trim, because I do it often, I don't go real close. Actually, these aren't bad. I don't go real close. Like I said, I do this often, so. But I just wanted to show you. Some of you have been in my barn, and good girl. Actually, some of you have been here when she's had babies, and you can see how She's not my friendliest. She's not good at all. Or not bad at all. Her toenails, hey, sweetheart. My baby girl. Okay. Alright, now the other thing, when you go to flip them back over, sometimes they'll flip quick, and you need to be careful. This part of their back is very sensitive, especially on the younger rabbits. They can snap it back real easy. So, you know, for the younger ones that might be watching this, just beware of that. Like I said, what I usually do is easy. Oh, you baby girl. I don't know if you see where my thumb is. I've got her paw here. I lean her up against me. All right. Straddle her. My arm is right here. You know, this way I can mess around with her feet. You're doing good. You're doing really good, sweetie. You know, and then, you know, if you're going to hold them, if you can get their back legs here, you know, like this, that's good. If you've got them on your chest, easy, sweetheart. Easy, sweetheart. Don't you bite. Don't you bite me. Easy. Now, one thing that you can do when they do that, and it's worked, is let out a screech, and they know they're hurting you, and they'll stop. Okay, be good. Says, I've had enough of this. All right, so now if she'll behave herself, I'm going to show you two different ways that I let them back into their cage. Easy, sweetie. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so one of the ways you can let them back into the cage is get them up to the entrance, and usually I have it so they can push off my arm with their back legs. You're not happy, are you, honey? You're not happy at all. But the other thing, because I don't want them to jump, easy, sweetie, is at times I'll put them back feet in first, and that saves that lunging. And a lot of times that works. Hey, baby. You forgive me? Huh? You forgive me? Good girl. She get me, too. She got me right in the ear. So, as said, you know, I know normally I do what I need to do with her, and I put her back, because I know she doesn't like it. You know, even though for the most part she's... you know, I have her out of the cage, except for when she's got babies, once a week. Just and especially with her, because there's something going on with her. She is one, when she is shedding, I have to watch out that she doesn't get bound up. She's gotten bound up on me twice. Once, about a year ago, about a year from now, she completely went off food. There was no poop in the tray that first morning, or that one morning when I went to clean, so I knew that wasn't right. She usually has big marbles. And I have shared this before, and I'm going to try to keep this short. I call vets all over the place, and I told them I had one that obviously was bound. She's not eating, she's not drinking much, she hasn't pooped. No vet could talk to me. So I talked to a lady up north, somebody that we had met at one of the rabbit shows, and she had suggested giving them oats. So I had some oats, because I feed oats to my chickens. So I tried that. She didn't want no part of it. Well, I did some research, and I don't remember where it was. They recommended giving them Pedialyte, the unflavored Pedialyte. Well, I had a bottle in the cupboard. Took a syringe, filled it up, and she took to that right off. She was really good about that. And the other thing was vegetable baby food, mixed vegetables. So Leanna went down to the store, picked up a couple jars of that, again with a syringe. drew a syringe full, and she took that. I got about 2 or 3 of those into her. Willingly, she took it. More Pedialyte. Her water bottle. I have 2 rabbits that like this one type of water bottle. It's the one that's got a little petong at the end. Melania's one, and Rex is the other. So I've got those. Rex I keep on his. Melania I keep on hers. Her babies, when she has them, will learn to drink off of those really well. So that's why I leave those 2 cages with that. I don't remember. I think those are some of the first ones we got, and those 2 were the only ones that would take to that bottle. So anyways, I filled the bottle up with Pedialyte overnight, and she drank a little bit of it. She still didn't touch any grain. I threw some hay on the floor for her, just because she was so dungy. She just had no life. She did nibble on that. Next day, I did the same thing. Gave her the Pedialyte, with a syringe, baby food, and put her back in. She nibbled at some oats, nibbled a little bit at the grain, and then really went after the hay. But I still didn't see a marble. Poop. So one of the other things they said is get them to move, get them to hop. So what I had done is, this is a 20-foot barn. I was down there with her, and I let her go. She walked down here, kind of sniffing cages. And then on her way back, I was on the phone with Leanna, and she let out a massive, it wasn't a marble, it was big. And then after that, she was fine. So this is just something that I have to worry about her. You're gonna have rabbits that, like with Blue. I think one of the last videos I talked about the sorehawks with him. We have to watch that with him. Trying to think somebody else who. You're going to have a rabbit. There's going to be something that you have to watch more with them than you do with others on certain things. So, anyways, I hope this video helped. And again, I'm going to ask everybody, if you're getting ready to start a rabbitry, or maybe you've got a rabbit and you've got something that comes up and you don't know how to deal with it, or maybe you want something, that I can share that you'll be ready if that happens down the road. Share your thoughts. What would you like me to do? What do you want me to share? Like I said, I've done the sexing, I've done the trimming of the nails. With the babies, like I said, I want to try to keep this short. Easy, baby. With my babies, I make of them all the time when they're this age. When I'm feeding them, when I'm watering, when I clean out the trays. Just a quick little, across their head. And with me, like I said, I do a weigh when they're 4 weeks old. I do another weigh in when they're 6 weeks old, and then one when they're 8 weeks old. So the more that you can spend with these guys, I don't mean you have to pick them up every day. Now with these guys, I will, the babies, the Rexes, down here, because I'm hoping those are going to go for breeding stock. These may go for breeding stock. And for the most part, they're calm enough. If somebody came and said, at the 8-week mark, they said, okay, I'm looking for 2 does. I could have them so that they'd be easy to handle. That's what I want to do. It's easier for me if I can work with them so that when I want to take them out or weigh them up, they're calm enough. They're used to being handled. Of course, with the pet rabbits, now you're talking about them going to a small child. I don't want them getting all scratched up. I don't want them getting bit. So the more that I can handle them at this age, the better it's going to be at the 8-week, 9-week, 10 weeks when somebody comes to purchase a rabbit. So I hope this helped. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Hit that little bell icon. That way you know when we upload another video. I'm hoping that I can get 2 or 3 in this week coming. Now, probably tonight, I'm going to, if everything goes right, I'm going to do a quick video on a giveaway that I'm going to do. My subscribers, you got me over the 500 mark. I think I'm 501, 502, somewhere around there. So I want to do a small token of my appreciation. Thank you for getting me to that point. So I'll get a video. This one's going to be loaded on tomorrow, Monday, probably on somewhere around 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm going to have another video that will go out at some point tomorrow on this giveaway. So be looking for that. Leave your comments, leave your questions in the description box. Let's interact with each other. If you've got rabbits, you know, and you've got things that you want to share, by all means, leave your link in the comment box or tell me to go to your page and I'll look. Thanks again. We love you guys. God bless you.